Man, it's 2 a.m. in Australia right now, and I'm up watching Clash at the Castle. Man, I'm so fucking tired, but let's review. For some reason, we started with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. I guess they wanted to fly home early, so they started the pay-per-view. This was a pretty brutal match. I quit matches are very awkward to watch. I hate it when they just stick the microphone in their face and they're just like getting choked out with a belt, and they're like, no, I don't quit. AJ was getting some pretty crazy offense in. At one point, I thought he was going to get thumbtacks out, and he's like, no, 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 I got something better. And he pulls out the handcuffs, and we get into BDSM real quick. Cody's mum then slaps AJ Styles like 3 times, and I thought AJ was going to rip her over the guardrail and hit a Styles clash at one point. Then I thought the ending was a little weak. They just ended up handcuffing AJ, and then Cody goes to hit him with the stairs, and he says, "I quit," which is terrible to watch for AJ Styles to say "I quit" because I don't know where he goes now. But I do think heel Cody was shown a little bit because he said "I quit," and then he hit him with the stairs anyway. And then Cody's up on the stage celebrating, and then Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa shows up the weekend and attacks him, and then the new Bloodline gang, who are quite useless, they just get beaten up all the time, come out and attack Cody. Thought Roman was going to come back at one point. And then Randy comes out in full gear just to do this spot, which is hilarious. And then Kevin Owens comes out. So I'm kind of sick of seeing Kevin Owens and Randy Orton with the Bloodline, but that's what we got. Pretty good match, but don't know where we go from here. And then we had the women's tag team titles, and I told you, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have freaking won. I can't believe the Black Queens have lost. I honestly thought that WWE was just going to have Jade and Bianca squash these guys, but Isla Dawn got rid of Jade Cargill after she did the damage and then just pinned Shayna Baszler and just won. This match was full of a few botches, mainly by TBS champion Jade. She tried to do a top rope springboard and slipped off the rope straight away. It's quite standard, really. I am happy for the Scottish gals to get a win, but they weren't on SmackDown for months. They come back in a week, don't really have any matches, had one match and lost, and now they're the tag champs. But, you know, that's WWE Women's Tag Team Division for you. What do they do now with Bianca and Jade? That's the question. Do they continue to be a team? Or do they go to a heel turn with one of them? I hope Bianca is the one to turn heel because her career definitely needs it. I think more than Jade. Jade could be more over as a babyface, but that's probably what we're building towards. Might be a slow burn waiting for WrestleMania, but I could see Jade and Bianca versing each other. We then had Sami Zayn taking on Chad Gable, which was a really good match, don't get me wrong. But I'm freaking pissed off that Chatty Daddy did not get the win. I know he's probably going to win eventually, but what's the point in turning someone heel and have them constantly lose, man? I'm so over it. It's a really good storyline, but man, are they milking it. And to me, Sami Zayn is sort of not as interesting as he was, obviously. He'll probably get a little bit more interesting when he reteams with Roman Reigns eventually, but at the moment, I think Chad will probably end up kicking out Maxine and Otis out of the Alpha Academy and then join with the Creed brothers. Also, where was Tozawa tonight? Also, the crowd was so good in this match. They were calling Chad a wanker. They were singing Sami Zayn melodies. They were really into this match. I was really into this match, but didn't like the ending. I understand that they're doing storylines and they're trying to draw this out as much as they can, but oh man, I just want Chad to win that belt. Then we had the women's title match with Piper and Bayley. Not too many surprises in this one. Most people thought Bayley was going to win, which she did. Honestly, the best part of this match was Chelsea showing up in a Rey Mysterio mask after being ejected. The crowd really liked Piper. They were super over for her. But they were also over for Bayley. They were singing to her. But pretty boring match. Quite standard, unfortunately, for Bayley's current championship run. Hopefully she gets something better soon. Nia Jax versus Bayley at SummerSlam will cook. I still think Nia Jax is going to win. And then we had the main event with Drew and Priest, and oh my god, there was a moment in this match where Priest tried to do like a front flip over the rope, over the apron, and he got his leg stuck and then smacked his head on the apron. I thought Priest had legit snapped his ankle. He did really well to keep going. I don't know if he's actually injured, but that shit looked gnarly as hell. There was a lot of botches on this card. And then the funniest shit happened, man. So the referee gets bumped off the apron, and then Drew hits a claymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The crowd is counting, and then the new ref comes down, counts to 2, and then just stops. Then the camera zooms out, and it's CM Punk in a referee uniform. So good. And then he kicks Drew in the nuts, and then Priest hits South of Heaven and wins. The heat from Punk. Punk, get out of there, bro. You're not safe in Scotland. Get out of there. What a finish, man. Punk really flew all the way to Scotland just to screw over Priest, and I am all here for it. To me, Priest finally beat the allegations. He can work. He worked with a broken ankle and a concussion by the looks of it. And it looks like we're going to get Punk and Drew at SummerSlam, which is so good. This pay-per-view I'd probably give 4 stars out of 5. There was a lot of botches, but the crowd definitely made it better than what it really was. But well done to El Campeon, Bisexual Undertaker. Great match. And Drew lost at Clash at the Castle twice by getting screwed over. Shit's hilarious.